Hello guys, welcome to the Flying Automation channel. In this video, we will learn about selectors. Let's see the today agenda. So firstly, we'll see what is selector in Uipath. Then we'll see what is the UI Explorer in Uipath. Then we'll look at the wildcards used in Uipath selector. Then we'll see what are the types of selector. So now we'll see first what is the selector. Uipath Studio offers a functionality called Selectors, which is used to interact with the graphical user interface GUI elements by identifying their tags and attributes. For example, you can see the below uh, tag and attribute pairs are available, like WND is a tag and app is an attribute. So these are the example of tag and attributes. A selector is composed of several nodes, and each node has one or more attributes associated with it. Modifications to the attribute can be done as required. For example, if the title of the windows is not constant, the value of the attribute can be changed to make it dynamic. This is done to correctly identify the target's elements UiPath Studio wants to access. You can see the one panel available here. So in this panel you can see the selector tab. So in this tab we can provide the selector. So if we're clicking in the three dots, then it's open the UiPath editor, selector editor. So we'll see the selector editor. So a detailed description of an entire selector can be viewed and the below image. So you can see the image here. So there are multiples uh, option here, like validate, indicate element, repair, highlights, edit attributes, edit selector, open UiPath Explorer. So what is this? These we'll see one by one. So there are several options in the UiPath selector editor, such as first is validate. This button has a following steps, like you can see the screen image. In the if the color is this, it means selector validation in progress. If the color is green, it means selector is valid. If the color is showing red, it means selector is invalid. If the color is yellow, it means selector revalidation needed due to modification. Now we'll see indicate element. This types also available in the editor, selector editor. So what is indicate elements? So it is used to interact with a new element on a screen. We'll show you after this on live. Repair. It is used to repair the already indicated elements. Highlights. Place the red rectangle around the indicated element to confirm this is right or not. This is right or wrong element. Edit attribute. Specify all application related components. And edit selector contains the current selector information, tags and attributes. UI Open UI Explorer. Open UI Explorer for details view of the selector. So now we'll see what is UI Explorer. UI Explorer is a tool offered by a studio that enable you to customize your selector for a specific UI element. You can add, remove attributes, tags, or makes your selector dynamic. An anchor can also be indicated in the case of element position is relative to it and not constant. Now we'll see the picture of the UI Explorer. You can see here. Here You can see the image. There are multiple options like here, selector edits. Here is also showing the indicate element, anchor, highlights, option, validate, and these are the selectors. So we'll see in live. I will show you how it look like. So you can see this is a UI Explorer. So you can see uh, indicate anchor, indicate element, repair, highlights, validate. So it here showing the validate green. It means the selector is right. And here you can customize your selector according to your tags and attributes. So this is the after the changing you can save the click on the save button, your selector will be saved. So you can see here the editor selector editor one one attribute taken like this. So that is also available in the selector. So here you can see one is a fix. So we'll see in the what is why it's fixed. We'll see in the selector types. So let's go to the panel. So now we'll see wildcards used in the Uipath. Wildcards, firstly we'll see what is wildcards. Wildcards help to replace single multiple characters including a space in a string inside a selector. They are useful when we have verifying attribute in a selector. For example, the title of a windows can be different as every run. So instead of placing the entire title in the attribute, we can add a wildcard to replace some or all portion of the title string. Two types of wildcard used in the UiPath selector. So first is asterisk. It's denoted by a star. It is used to replace zero or more than characters. Second is question mark. It is used to replace a single character. When you are using the question mark, it means only one character will replace. If you are using the streak, it means a multiple character you can replace. So we'll show you how to change the, like you can see here in the A-name section. You can see here these are the items, work items showing. So for this location you can provide only the a star. After that you can validate this. It's showing validated, it's right. So using a star you can replace the all the uh, words, not a one single character. It's replace all the words. So according to your requirement you can use here the wildcards like a star and question marks. We'll discuss in the next videos as well when we are working on the live project and the showing you. So let's see the types of selector. So firstly we'll see full selector. Full selector contains detailed information about the element, including the description of the outer container or windows. These are useful when multiple windows screens must be identified. The top level windows selector is editable. That is called full selector. Now we'll see partial selector. Partial selector do not contain description of the top level windows activities with partial selector are enclosed in a container such as attached window that contains a full selector of the outer windows. These are useful when action needed to be performed on a single windows. The top level windows selectors is fixed or not editable. So we'll show you before. You can see here the in the top. I'm not we are not edit this because this is not editable. So this selector is a pulsar selector. You can see the example here. Now we'll see dynamic selector. This kind of selector utilize a variable or an argument in place of fixed tag value. These are useful when finding an element those whose tag value can change during runtime. You can directly choose from variable from selector editor as shown in below. You can see here the below is a one uh, selector ctrl name equal to edit role equal to menu items. So on at the edit section we provide the variable, like in the if the edit is changing at the runtime, so we pass the variable here, and in the variable you can provide the value, multiple values. So using this we can make your dynamic selector. So that's it for today. We'll see in the next video. Thanks for watching this video.